If you were holding your breath for a brand new Suicide Squad game, you should start breathing now. It's over.
You're gonna choke.
According to sources. I had to add that on the end so as not to be in trouble. According to Kotaku sources, Warner Brothers Montreal has...
Montreal.
Well, I had a French teacher who talked like that, so I'm sorry. Montreal has allegedly gotten rid of the Suicide Squad game that was allegedly in development for 2 years. I'm saying allegedly and allegedly because I'm not getting in trouble. And instead we'll be focusing on another game from the Batman history, story, lexicon, one that we haven't really delved into that much beyond the comics, and that's the Damian Wayne story. So I think that could be pretty interesting if we did go that route.
Yeah, I'm fine. We don't get a lot of Damian Wayne in the video game stuff, period.
I thought they were hinting at it in Arkham City, which is the one with Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
And they were like hinting at having some kind of romantic interlude. And, you know, Talia is the mother of Damian Wayne as per the comics. And then Damian has
issues.
He has issues, and he's not necessarily a beloved character, I would say.
He's not celebrated, and it's funny because
he's no Dick Grayson.
No, and they try to give him a little bit of luster by making him like the head of the Teen Titans in the new DC reboot. But
well, Tim Drake's getting a little long in the tooth to be the head of the Teen Titans.
Truth. But I have to say that I wasn't really excited for a Suicide Squad cooperative game anyway. In 2 years to develop a game, you would hope that, you know, the game must not be working, is what I'm really trying to bottom line, is that if they put it 2 years in development and it's not working as a game yet, then, you know, don't force it out. Like, work on something else that might be interesting instead. So.
Apparently it was shelved due to, quote, a long period of turbulence, and that the game failed to impress Warner Brothers management during greenlight meetings.
It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working, I guess. I don't know. You could argue other things with the Suicide Squad aren't working.
Right.
But that's a different story altogether. It's likely that you will see more of Harley Quinn and Deadshot, at least, in the Never Realm games.
You mean Injustice?
Injustice.
And all that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good platform to put all that kind of stuff into anyway, because why not? You just got to skin up a character, patch it up, and you've got more content.
Well, yeah. I mean, both of those characters have appeared in Batman games before.
Sure.
And I think other characters that were in at least the movie, there's many different competing versions of the Suicide Squad.
It's still, it's a soothing balm while we kind of wait for more stuff out of Warner Brothers at the moment.
I wonder, though, if they'll ever get into the Damian Wayne story in, like, the cinematic world.
Oh, in the cinematic world?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, and again, he's not like you mentioned it earlier, he's not necessarily a popular character.
I think the end of his story makes him more endearing, but he's a little asshole. Like, he's not a
jerk.
He's a jerk.
Yeah, he's all the kind of like jerky elements of Batman.
Talia's not a great mother.
Redeeming. No?
Raish isn't a great grandfather. It's just like, what are you gonna do?
You have like a brooding dad, a assassin mom, and assassin grandpa. You're pretty much not gonna come out a Boy Scout.
No.
You know, and you're not really gonna have a general love of mankind that compensates for your general broody nature.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, Dick Grayson is essential to the story because he's in every way, I think, the polar opposite. And when they team up together, but then that's a whole other story that they'd have to put into the why would they team up together.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Lot.
That's fun. The fun idea of having like the light in the dark
I think he might be my favorite Batman character.
Who?
Grayson.
Grayson.
Because he's just so positive and light and uplifted.
It's fun.
Even though he is surrounded in darkness and his past is surrounded in darkness.
He's one of those people that like when sad things happen, you tend to laugh at it and let it go. While
he's someone I would ideally like to have as a best friend. So I think that's why I've chosen that character.
It's fun to be around positive people.
Yeah, especially when you're steeped in darkness all the time.
Steeped in darkness.
Oh, darkness.
But I think that would be a great, interesting mashup of just like if you think about it, it all comes from the bat. But then there's the light kind of fun elements of Batman's upbringing that allowed him to be who he is. And then you have Damien, who is the dark side of all of that. And it's like, how do you balance it? So
yeah, it could be. I mean, I don't know if I could see Ben Affleck in that position.
Sure.
But
yeah,
maybe.
no, when you put it in a cinematic sense, I'm still talking about the game.
Yeah, the game.
You know.
Sorry, I'm thinking about movies. The game, I think if you gave it to the right studio, it could be good. I think if you gave it to Rocksteady, it could be good. But this is Warner Brothers Montreal. So
Okay.
they're responsible for Arkham City Origins, which is the notable Arkham game that was not handled by Rocksteady. So
Yeah.
take from that what you will.
Take it what you will.
And I want to remind you that the word allegedly is in here a lot. Audience, would you play a Damian Wayne game? And I hope you know his story, because it will probably be spoiled in the comments. Please do that spoiling below in the comments. And please like and subscribe for more.